Calvary by Arthur Booth-Clibborn. Amid the babble of a world by Satan from its orbit hurled, amid the strife of human tongues, defending rights, denouncing wrongs, thou standest till they, wearied, cease, then o'er the tumult sayest peace. The Science of the Cross. His own creator man withstood from God's own world to shut out God. Finite, he fought infinity. Immortal, immortality. Gave heaven one spot on earth, a cross. Yea, you and I have acted thus. But through that culminating crime, the concentrated sin of time, one, raised on wounds twixt earth and heaven, has saved a world, has sins forgiven. That cross he turned into a throne, and reigned o'er sin and death alone. To blast in all the world his name, and to a shameful cross add shame, men made two brigands with him die, whose scorn rose o'er their agony. The last he made repentant first, heaven's best bestowed upon earth's worst. The God-given head of earth's new race, Apollyon slew to take his place. But he who had the power of death became a conquered foe to faith. And from our Adam's opened side, God takes a blood-washed host, the bride. Thus the destroyer Christ destroyed, bridged with his cross the awful void, brought heaven to earth, then back to heaven, took death's grim portals rent and riven. Life out of death, gain out of loss, a perfect science of the cross. Thenceforth name nothing victory, save conquest made through Calvary. That word love's purchase now remains, bought back and cleansed from war's red stains. And tongues of angels shall proclaim thy triumphs only, Calvary's Lamb. What further science need we speak? What other language can we speak? 'Tis finished! Hear love's conquering cry, resounding on through earth and sky. Our tongues are still, our search is o'er. We bow in silence and adore. The soul at the cross. Long had I sought to find my God, and travelled many a weary road. Along them, in unnumbered marts, men offered cures for broken hearts. But from them all deceived I turned, while fires of woe within me burned. A little less than all they asked, and thus were to my soul unmasked. For well I knew that none could save, but one who, asking all gave. And such an one my soul to find, all others quickly left behind. Then a new passion in me glowed, to have the best God e'er bestowed. I felt his all, my all, must cost, and with my all I still was lost. Adam I had kept, I found myself enslaved, and wept. 'Twas thus at last the choice I made, cold death I faced, calm, undismayed. Since lost I was, lost I would be. Rid of myself, I should be free. Then all at once mine eyes beheld a sight which fear of death had veiled. A cross beside the pathway stood, and on it hung the Son of God. A grave lay open at his feet, and blood declared the work complete. I see it all, in faith I cried, my Lord, my God, in thee I died. Since then no other name I own, my name, my life, my power are gone. Myself I reckon dead to sin, alive to God through Christ within. 'Tis finished, with his dying cry, sin, Satan, death, I now defy. Come to the cross. Wilt thou not turn to God again? Things, men, and systems, all are vain. In carnal strength they all have stood, thus all still end in shedding blood. Then lose that life in Jesus' grave, and life eternal thou shalt have.